Insights. This is a very basic overview of just a couple of tools in Insights that I think you will find very valuable as you begin to measure your metrics. When we go into Insights, you have so much data that you could pull. Your first page, your overview, is your dashboard, and there is a lot here, and we're not going to go into all of it. But I want to just briefly show you with your likes. You can kind of see basic overview. You can set the start and end date. You could do that via these little toolbars here. Notice it changes the date, or you can actually click in here and change the date, the start and the end time to gather the data that you want. You can do the same thing with reach, and reach is basically of the posts that you shared or of the posts that you posted, how many likes, comments, and shares let you, through the people who were liking, commenting, and sharing, reach their people. So it enhances it. So if one person liked a post and they had 30 followers, then that's a potential, not a guarantee, that's a potential of 30 additional people who may see your post because they see that Susan Jones liked your post. So that's kind of a neat figure to look at when you get a little bit further along. Visits also. Who's come in? Where did they come from? Did they come from Google? Did they come from a website? How many pages and tabs were visited? But here is what I really want to show you is the posts and one version from people. Very helpful. A lot of people ask me, what are the best times to post? Well, that's not one size fits all. That's very organic according to your organization because it depends on your organization's audience and when they're online and when they use Facebook and when they have the opportunity to. So in other words, if you're an organization who has a lot of posts that are helpful tips for nurses who have 20 and 30-hour shifts, well, they actually might get home from work and be online at 3 a.m. and then this would be reflected in your posts here. So in other words, we go from midnight to midnight, and if they were busy coming home at 3 a.m. and watching, then those nurses that I just referred to would be way up here in their interaction rate. So it's very particular to your organization, but this is why it's helpful. Here's Sunday through Saturday. Notice how it changes. This is letting me know when my followers, or they call them fans here, are online. So on a Monday, notice that we'll look here at 8 o'clock and we'll follow the peaks. So it's 8 o'clock and then again at noon and then again at 4 and then again at 9 are the highest 4 peaks. Tuesday is a little different. Tuesday from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m., a lot of activity. And then again at 6 and again at 8. That's interesting. Wednesday, I've got some pretty steady Wednesday followers. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's still way above the average 30 mark. And then again, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, staying steady with folks online. So this is a very helpful piece when you're looking at when should I post. And then you can schedule your posts according to the previous week and go back and compare it, or even compare it in a 2-week time frame. Let's go now to people. And I love this tab because this gives you your demographics. 75% of our fans are women, 23% are men. You wonder what the other two are, huh? Well, 75 and 23, and when I come over here, I can see the age range, and notice that 64% of our followers, our fans for my video voice productions, 27% are women, 45 to 54, another 22 are 55 to 64, and then 8 and 7% respectively, the majority of the males. So just in this sampling of people, 64% are in the age brackets of 45 to 64. This is good for us because this lets me know exactly what types of posts I need to share, more of that demographic. If you were a nonprofit organization that worked with youth, you may see more down in this area or even in this area if that's who you're targeting. Or if you're trying to reach their parents and you see more in the 25 to 44 age range. That tells you that you are targeting exactly the right people. So I love this demographic. Then when you come down here as well, you can see what country they're from, specifically what city within those countries. And when you can just, dive down into it and see 111. This is just from the last week because that's the parameter that we had set in the initial overview. So have fun with that. And if you want to export it, you can. They will ask you, what date range that you want to, what file format. If you're used to the CSV, you could use that as well. And page data, post data, or video data. You can do each of these individually and then export it and really mull over the numbers if you're a big data kind of person. But this is very helpful. These two things, again, posts and people, I just wanted to show you for time and for who. And those are the first things that you're going to start with monitoring as you begin launching your Facebook campaign. Have fun with data.